Okay. Went live.
All
Awesome.
right.
All right.
So in this meeting, I'm not exactly sure what we are going to be doing, but I was thinking something we should for sure do is start our project plan. Um, we we haven't quite finished the write-ups for our proposals.
Did we send that yet to brother James? James, is it
Yeah,
James?
yeah, it's James. It doesn't look like it's totally completed, so I don't know if you guys have it pulled up right now. It's in the docs.
Here, let me try to pull it up.
Yeah, I think we should work on that and try to send it as soon as possible so we can get it approved and then start working on that.
Ah,
Because it would be nice to
yeah.
start setting up some deadlines and things so that we can stay ahead and on top of making the application.
Yeah.
Right. Right, we are supposed to be starting this week, if I'm not mistaken, right? With the
Yeah.
coding and stuff.
Yeah. That's what this week
Yep.
is.
All right.
Okay. So exactly how? I mean, I don't understand. How like this is supposed to work? Like, how are we supposed to format our proposal?
Okay, for what I understand, we have to talk about the application. I guess we have to give a brief description of what the application is and the features and how the coding topics fit on that project. That's what I understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was my understanding as well. So, I mean, we don't have to necessarily have a. We had it set up previously with the code topics, and then we put the features underneath. But I think we just need to list the features, and then maybe we can just have a description that talks about this will these features will use this coding topic, and these ones will use this one.
Right. We have to showcase how we're gonna be using the coding topics throughout the application, or actually how are we gonna be implementing them, or how do they fit on our proposal?
And I think that the proposal paper that we have is set up pretty well to do that. We have a list of features, and then we have the code topics fulfillment section, which talks about how each of these things
I think
will.
I've also heard that if we could, we should be including some mock-ups on the screens or so, if we had something like that. Some wireframes or whatever they're called.
Yeah, it's just like the SketchUps of what it would look like.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
So I guess
we'll
we
have
need to kind of talk.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
go ahead, Evan.
I was gonna say we'd have to redo that because my SketchUp got thrown away. So
Oh, good. Well, we kind of need to narrow down what features we want to focus on because we do not want to have too many features right off the bat. Hey there, Brandon.
Hey guys,
Hey.
I hate being
Because
on the call.
what?
I
I
was just
hate
gonna say
this.
what I was saying is I think we might need to narrow down our features on the app that we want to do, just because we don't want to give too much to different people. That makes sense. We want to have enough for everybody to do some and get done, and then if we have more time, we can add more features.
Right. And I think we have to define which features are core to the application so we can, go ahead and work on them first. And then, the ones that we would like to add so we don't run out of time just trying to do things that probably won't work if we don't get the other features done first.
Good idea. So I'm going to create on the document. I'm going to create 2 sections for. I'll have core and then like additional features.
And also, we have to work on getting a proposal for your application, Andrew, because I think we have to give the both of them.
Yeah, I was going to say that as well. It doesn't look like we have too much on mine.
Yep.
We also have to find some way to include. I mean, for both of these, it looks like we're on both proposals. We're missing where we would use Ajax.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still struggling with the separation of Ajax and JSON because it just seems like they're so linked. Like
they are well, JSON really is to just change, like pretty much essentially is to change text into objects and objects into text, so that because like working with local storage, and you can do that because objects are a lot easier to keep track of like and keep them together instead of trying to be like, oh, here's this array, trying to work with a multidimensional array. You say here's this object, where Ajax this is used to pretty much go grab a file or go send a file, and because you can use Ajax to go like for like my first example that I made with Ajax, it didn't use any JSON. I just barely made one with JSON. It actually went to a PHP page and brought in text from PHP just to insert some other things too, but it just brought in a bunch of stuff from a PHP page.
Right. Oh, okay. Actually, it's used also to bring some HTML. You can bring HTML pages into what it's called the single-page application. So you can have a div that contains all that information, and you just go and call it and bring it into your application without doing any change on your page. You are kind of like filling a div or an element with HTML code. So Ajax can be used also to call the different UIs for the application.
Okay.
The way I've looked at it is Ajax is basically getting groceries from the store and driving them over. That's Ajax. You have an Ajax car that gets everything over, and then you have to use your Blender and your tools, which is JSON, to get it into something.
JSON. The JSON is just to change it to text to an object, though.
Right.
Because Ajax just responds back with it just with a string, and so then, yeah, it's still you're now just still works. Your analogy still works. So it's just like, but it's not just with JSON. It's just your car, and you're just bringing back text, and then the JSON can turn the text into objects.
Got it. Yeah.
For example,
that's what I thought Brandon was saying. So.
If you look at the page that I did to include all the code topics, that page is using Ajax to bring up some code from some HTML code into an area.
That.
So
is that's in your portfolio, right?
Yeah, that's on my portfolio, and that's all Ajax calling different pages with HTML on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a good example.
Here, let me also I just really want to also just make sure we all are on the same page. I'm just going to share with you my example my one that works with the PHP. Okay, as soon as I can switch over to there and share. Okay, I'm sharing. All right, so I just heard a ding. So, and here, view info. So, and here, this is going to grab whatever. And so in the HTML page, the page that's pulling from, it's having view info because there's buttons for each person, and then it's like to view their profile, is essentially what it is. And so then it goes and it sets their profile. So it's then creating this URL to a profile PHP page, and then this just tells on their ID. So
this is the one that you showed back like towards the beginning of the course with the Mario
Yes.
and Luigi.
Yes. Well, I always use
okay.
Mario and Luigi. And so then
yeah.
So then it's going to go, and then here, this is all just getting it ready to go. And then right here, this is saying response text. This is right here saying, okay, whatever comes back, set it to this variable. And so then in the PHP page, it just says, okay, depending on what got sent to it with the AJAX, because the AJAX sent something using the get method, and whatever it catches, and it's going to send back all this HTML and text. And then when it gets back to, and when it sends it back, it's going to catch it and send, as I said, store all it into this text. It's going to clear out whatever was in the div that I have for the profiles. It's going to clear it out because it's just going to set the value of that div, whatever it's sent to blank, and then it's going to take all that text, which is HTML, and it's going to drop it into that.
That's pretty sweet.
That div. So that's why it's just right here. It's this response text is where this is what is being returned from the AJAX request, and so. And like that works with the
that does help clear that up, because all the examples that I saw for AJAX were using JSON objects, so I didn't know it could be used for anything else.
Yeah, it's just that just means whatever responds back. So
okay.
So right here, there's that response text, right? So this right here is just okay. It's responding back, and then the JSON.parse says okay, takes whatever text is in there and change it to an object. And so it's so in this example, the response back was a JSON file. Then it's just responded back with the text, and so then this is changing the JSON text into an object. But this line, just that segment right there, just means whatever comes back from the AJAX request.
Okay.
Right, pretty much how I see it is just similar to PHP include.
Yeah,
It's
essentially.
similar to that, yeah.
Yeah, if you're familiar with PHP, it's just pretty much an include, but it's sending another HTTP request instead of just like going to grab the file.
Right.
Sounds good.
In essence, we can use AJAX to call the different screens for the app, not just bringing JSON or things like that.
That's a good point. Like you can use AJAX to bring like. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we could use AJAX to bring like different views.
Right.
We could even like. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's a little complicated. We're not going to do that.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to go too complicated on this.
Yeah, I just had an idea. I just had an idea how we could use AJAX, but then I'm just like, this is a little beyond what we want.
Right.
Actually, probably a lot beyond, but.
And I think the goal with our application is to start as simple as possible, because you want to have a really strong base, and we can add more features if we have that strong base. But if we have a flimsy base because we've overcomplicated it, then we can't add to that, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Your house has to be built on a rock, not sand.
Yeah.
But
So if you guys have it open, the project proposal, I've sectioned off the different features. Just kind of give a look. I thought for core features, we need to have the flashcard portion. We need a main menu and somewhere to input information for flashcards. So I'm not exactly sure how we want to do that.
That feature, the core feature, I would just say would be term management. There we go, term management.
That's a good one. Because with all of these things, we're trying to just be really general so that we can use terms within each of these different little games that we thought of. So we want to have, I guess we want to have a place where you can put in all of the information, and that will apply to whatever game you select. Does that make sense? So like you can pick, I want to do flashcards, or I want to do memory matching, and it will take the data you input, which could be like a term and a definition, or several definitions, and it can throw that to any of these games and work.
Well, see, that's why. So the flashcards would not just be with the other questions. The flashcard is just to study. You do like a multiple choice quiz.
So we'd need two term input. What would I call them? We need two types of term input. So like you can create a study, and you can create a quiz type format. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, it's like you click study so from the menu you click study, and it brings up flashcards, and you look at the flashcards and you can flip them, mark which ones you're getting right, which ones you're not remembering, and then the multiple question, it's pulling, because when it pulls it, it's pulling, because in the local storage you're going to store the question with the answer, and we'll probably store other information, say like, and they're saying like term type, like, or like class, or like folder, like, because with their management they're not going to want all the flashcards they've ever made. They just want the ones for certain classes or certain sections. So like for me, or like for the security class, we have a little thing where we a little private Quizlet thing that we use to study.
Right.
And so we have them groups. I don't want to have to go through cards from chapters 2 when I study for this exam on Friday.
Yeah.
So you can divide it by topic probably, and give a field for topic on the local storage probably, and put all those questions. Well, they will be stored, but we can actually refer back to that field on the local storage to bring up the ones that have the same topic name.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's what I'm thinking. And so yeah, blah blah blah.
So let me just
else.
clarify what I'm hearing from you guys. So we need to have two types of input. One that is just for studying, so it's got question or term and answer. And then there's also a quiz type where you have your question or term and you have multiple answers. And then within both of those, you can organize them by class, by chapter, by weeks, whatever you want to organize it by, some sort of organization to that.
Yes.
Probably just adding the topic field would be enough to say, well, this is for class 1, class 2. Let the user, choose what the topic is all about, and they can organize it like that.
Well, that's what I was saying. Just leave it generic. Say, like, so.
Topic.
Say topic or file or some sort of grouping. They can decide if it's going to be by class or if it's just for one class. They can just saying whatever topic, because instead of just saying class, you say however file or folder, and then they'll just name it whatever.
Okay. So two types of input as far as questions go, and then an organization to that by topic.
Say that again.
So 2 types of input. One is a question answer, and then the second one is a quiz question with multiple answers with one correct choice.
Yes.
And then those both can be organized by topic, which
Correct.
is generic. That can be class, that can be whatever. So they both are organized by some sort of folder system.
Yeah, and so because that will just be set when you do your file management. Like when you're inputting a new term, it'll just select. You just select like from like what kind of what I had in imagined. So it's like you put in your term, and then you have like a little drop down menu of the folders that you've created, and then there's going to be an option say add new folder.
Okay, that actually makes sense.
So what do we want to call that? Would we call that input management? Because you said term management, but it might not be a term. It might be like questions.
Let's say data management.
Data management. That sounds better.
And so
Someone-
go ahead.
Are you writing this? Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm messing up your numbers and letter thing. I couldn't figure out how to put the 3.
Oh no, you're fine.
I don't know if you can see that.
I'm just doing that just so I can make sense. I'm trying to actually. Yeah, let me share my screen.
My Google Drive is not letting me click anywhere on the page. I have to like arrow key to it.
Evan, do you guys already have like a GUI for this?
Nope. Well, I don't know if Evan has something or we have to work on something.
A GUI?
Evan?
What do you mean by a GUI for this?
Like what a design is supposed to look like?
Yes, but it's on my proposal, my elevator pitch video. I had paper like to lay out everything that I had talked about.
Okay.
And so, but I didn't think my wife and I didn't think we needed the paper, so we threw it away when we were cleaning our house.
Oh. Designing. I just created a slide in our folder just called, I don't know what we're calling it, but I was just putting some GUI kind of thing together.
That's a good idea. That will help us nail
Because
those features.
I'm a little bit confused as to where you're going with that whole data management thing. I lost you there.
Well, here, pull up. If you, I don't know if we. Oh, I don't know if we can show a video over this, but
Your proposal?
yeah.
I think I can explain it pretty well to you, Brandon, if that.
Okay.
So the application uses flashcards, and then we were talking last time about like different games we could do, like memory match, question.
Correct. I was there for
Question fast. So what we're talking about is we need to be able to input the data for those flashcards, and we don't want to input the data per game. So like you have to do it separately for the flashcards and for the memory game. We just want to make one pool that you then can pull from within the different applications and games. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
So an interface in the app would be something like create questions or create terms, and we just named that data management because it can be really general. It doesn't have to be a term with a definition. It can be a question with an answer or anything you want to study.
And then
So
you.
how I
sorry.
see it is just it's just gonna be a screen with couple fields, to include the topic, to include the question or term and definition or answer. And I see it as simple as that. I don't know if I'm missing something.
Yeah, that's literally pretty much what I had. You just have the term, term or slash question, the definition, the folder is supposed to get going, and then a little checkbox, just a little input area to say what type of it is. If it's a question or if it's a term, if if it's a person or if it's a date, or I mean, we could just simply just do a term or a question, because then or acronym, because then when they go to do the multiple choice, instead of being like the term would be like I don't know, iPhone, and then then the one of the possibilities is it is sorry, or like a fill in the blank or whatever. It's another term instead of similar answers. Does that make sense? It would just be okay, yeah, because it would just be a simple just say what kind of term or question it is. Or
So
like
the
if it's
data management is just where the user would input.
well, they would input cards or delete cards.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be all local storage manipulation, and I don't know what else, but
This is where you could use Ajax to switch views.
right.
Does that make sense, Brandon?
Yep. So you have a question or an answer that they can input. They could have a term and the definition of that term.
And probably topic, so you can classify it.
Okay, that would be on both of these. Okay.
And kind of what I was thinking with this, looking at what you got there, is we just want to have two separate types, and one of those types has multiple choices, and one of those types only has one choice. Does that make sense? Then you can study terms and definitions, or you could study the question with the right answer via flashcard. So it doesn't have to be a term. It could just be like, what's 1 + 1? And then it's 2. So one that has just the question, or it can be question, term, and then just one correct answer, and then one with question, term, and then multiple correct answers. So that way, if we pull for different kinds of games or quizzes, it won't pull the flashcard version, it will pull the quiz version.
Okay, I might be a little confused there. You might have to diagram that, because this is what I'm getting. So.
Okay. So like one more box underneath that, just saying question type or term type.
Yeah.
So like.
Is it a multiple choice or is it just a single choice?
So like, if they put in like, so going back to my iPhone, if the term is iPhone, they don't want and you're trying to do like a multiple choice. You don't want it to go grab an answer that's like 1972. You're just like, it's not going to be That's not going to be helpful.
Okay. Okay. In this case, then I see that we would be using like DOM manipulation to multiple choice, and then create another object to give you 3 or 4 options. So you can input them for one question. Is that right? For multiple option?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand it too, Jesus.
What I'm saying, so we're not putting in multiple choice in with the card. It's just when the JavaScript we're going to create the quiz, to generate the quiz, it needs to know which questions to pull with it.
So it's just going to pull the ones with the same topic, right?
Yeah. So essentially, if you think, haven't you guys taken database yet?
Yeah.
Yep.
Imagine what I'm talking about is a foreign key to a something else, saying what type of or if you like the common lookup table, essentially, if you guys remember that.
The thing I'm trying to figure out, it's we have 2 types of questions: the ones that come with a term and just one answer, either if it's a term or a question with one answer, and the ones that will have multiple choice. Is that right?
So they don't have to put in the multiple choice.
Okay.
It's just like multiple choice won't be like an option. You just say, oh, it's a date or like or a place or a person, and so that's just going to reference. And so then when the quiz is being generated, it's going to be like, okay, let's get this term. Oh, it's a date. Let's go grab other dates
Oh, I
in the
see.
same folder to put with it. So then it's not like, oh, let's grab a date. Okay, let's grab a person. Let's go grab an object, and let's go grab a definition.
I see.
Okay, I was explaining that completely wrong then. So
Yeah, that
I
that
get
that
it now.
makes more sense to me now. So
Yeah,
you
that
can
makes a lot
group
of sense.
the answers. You know, I have 5 dates for different questions, and I can pull the 5 dates for that one question, and that will form the multiple choice, even
Correct.
if they belong to another question.
Exactly. That way, when they're studying, they're not just they're not just another just flash. I'm going to pull up a term. It's going to be like, okay, I have to be able to identify them from different types of term of the same type. So then you can actually learn the difference.
So that last field would be the type field.
Yeah, just type.
Okay. Okay. That
Is
makes
the
sense
type-
to me. I don't know, Brandon, and does it make
Okay,
sense to
quick
you now?
question. I think I understand what you're saying. Just want to confirm. So let's say, for example, the user's inputting in here. There's a term, definition. Let's say a term is World War II. Definition was, let's say it's 1976. Its topic would be history. So then the type.
Would be date.
Yeah, it would be date.
Now here's my question. The definition is 1976, right? How does it know? So we're going to have to pre-populate everything for date, huh?
Well, they just when they're putting in the card, they'll select what type it is, and so then
Oh, like a person, place, or thing?
yeah, like a person, place, or thing. Essentially, they're saying what type of answer it is.
So when he goes and grabs the 3 possible answers or 4 possible answers, he's going to look for the same type of answer from all the pull-up questions that we have.
We just basically have to have here or somewhere in the inside application something that defines like person, place. You have to
That was my
pre-populate.
question. Are they going to be able to pick
So-
what their types are, or are they
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
be
they'll-
preset?
They're going to be preset,
Okay.
and in that case, so then because how we would do it, if it wasn't preset, if they type it in wrong, it's not going to pull up with any with the right type.
That makes sense.
Cited type. So it's going to be preset, and I imagine what we'll do is we'll use actually create these cards into objects and then stringify them and put them in local storage, and so then when it goes to pull it, it's going to pull it into an object.
Okay.
So basically, they're going to have a definition. They put the definition in, and then it'll have a pop-up that says, "What kind of definition is this?" And then you define it here, and you have this pull into here, and so then okay, that makes more sense. I was so confused at first.
So do we need a separate question answer? Because term and definition, you can do the same thing in both.
Yeah, you just put like in the input thing, just say question/term, and then
Okay, that would just be one input. Question
Yeah.
or term. Okay, got it. Okay, I think we're on the same page.
All right.
Okay, so going back to the project proposal, we're calling this part of the application data management.
yeah,
And I'll just write down what we put. So I'm putting that one as one of the core features. So far I have flashcard, menu, and data management as core features. Is there anything else that you guys can think of that would be considered a core feature for this application?
Questions? Sorry, multiple quiz.
Quiz? That's a good one.
And if you guys want, you can edit this doc too. I'm just literally just doing what I think you guys are trying to say because I have to visualize it.
Yeah, I'm on that side too. It's easier for me to see it, you know, on a graph or with the fields and everything to be able to understand.
So you're on the slideshow?
Yep.
Yeah.
So on that second slide, Brandon, I'm changing. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here.
Go ahead and edit it. Go to town.
So we only need one input type, like only one input, because they do the same thing, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
So we only need one. It can be a term or a question, and it can be a definition or an answer. But it's type and the selection of person, place, or thing is what will help determine the correct question versus answer.
Got it.
And then we will have like the buttons to add and to remove there on data management. Or the mechanisms to do that.
This comes into like how do we want to organize this data and show that, how does that show to the user? Because we can have like a list on the side that has all the questions that they've ever done, but that would be a lot to go through to find which ones to delete.
Well, see, that's right. Just part of the menu is there's you put a submenu for data management to be add term, view terms, and like be able to, so that when they go to view terms, they can then just delete it.
Yeah, but if they view terms, will it show just the terms in a certain topic? Is that what we want to do?
Yeah, like you can set view terms and it'll sort them by topic.
Yeah. Because if we don't have it sorted in any way, then it's just going to be like a huge list of question cards that they'll have to look through to find what they want to delete.
Just like the list that I have been showing on the examples, right? Just showing the entire list and giving the option to delete or edit, for example, if they want to edit it, right? Or something like that. I'm not saying that it has to be like that, but something like that.
The problem I see with that, Jesus, is that if this person has 200 questions and answers, then they have to search through the entire thing before they can find what to delete or to add.
Right.
Or what to delete, because adding doesn't make a difference there. So should we have these organized into some sort of folder system? So you can go, I want to delete a card in my history.
Well, we could actually order them by topic if they need to.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So like just with that submenu, so add term, and then you can do view terms. But in the view terms, also put like an input box. Oh, sorry, not an input box, a drop-down menu, so they can view the terms by folder or by topic.
Okay.
So are you guys seeing what Brandon's doing there? Is that kind of what you're talking about?
I'm just listening to what you guys are saying and trying to do what I think you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, I'm just watching the presentation because, as I said, well, it's easier for me to visualize it.
Yeah. That's what I understood too, Brandon. So I think that looks good.
My personal opinion is we should first just get the application working basic, so we have an application, and then add to it what we want to do fun at the end.
Yes.
Okay.
So Brendan, what you have here for slide 2, is this the main menu, or would this just be, is this the sub menu that Evan was talking about?
I don't know, Evan. I wish you had your paper still, because I'm just seriously just designing. I don't know what it looked like when you had it.
That's what literally. I think we all should just go look at that video then. Because I mean, we're still. I mean, personally, it doesn't matter to me what we change, what not, but we're still following pretty much exactly what I had outlined.
Okay.
There is
So-
a couple. So.
I think we should look for ways to do it simple. You know, the simplest, the best, because we don't have that much time.
Yeah.
And then if you want to do something fancy and we have time, we can change things around a little bit to make
Yeah,
it.
we could have like a finish complete, and then we could have create a whole separate app for an enhanced.
All right.
That's a good idea.
Evan, you can keep the code if you want after this message.
I
I
can
won't
do what?
steal it.
You won't steal it? Okay. Well, the fact that we're all coding it, technically, I don't have copyright over the code. And two, if I were to try to go for the idea, I'm pretty sure Quizlet would sue me.
All right. So topics, add card, view card.
So Brandon, if you could swing down to slide 4, this is kind of what I was picturing Evan was saying.
Drop data management.
Because then I have space like here. I'll put it on it now.
Oh yeah, just replace mine.
So if I have space here to put like flashcards, and I like this is super rough and just throwing this together. So.
Yeah, that's okay. We can refine it later. The thing is just to understand how things would work.
So this would be the main menu. It would have whatever we call this data management, where you can put in what's on slide 2. It might even just go to a menu that looks like slide 2. I don't know. I just use drop menu just because that's what I'm used to. Not everybody likes drop menus.
I like drop menus.
So you have the data management, and you click on that, and you go, okay, topics, add card, and you go flashcards. You click on that, and it would take you to the flashcard portion of the application. Quiz would take you to the quiz portion of the application. And that's what we have so far for the core.
And then in topic, then that would take you to a view part of the application that you can view all the cards, or what would it do?
Here,
Yeah.
Let me see if I can add to it like what I had in mind. So that's what I was trying to say. Okay, so we're gonna be like. So this is gonna be a sub menu of the main menu. Okay. So then. So then when they click the add term, it takes them to the, it takes them to that, and then
You're just writing on the file, or are you sharing?
oh, I'm just writing on the file.
Oh, okay. Let me.
Maybe you could share your screen so that people that watch this video back
Okay, yeah.
follow what you're doing.
I will share. Oh, sorry. I thought Brandon was still sharing it. That's why he wasn't sharing.
Oh. No,
My bad.
I was just pulling this up because I don't know. This is something that I recently coded with our team, and it's like super simple.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
what I like
Cool.
that.
We click here, goes there. Then we go back. Click here, goes to here. I don't know. That's just something that like is really simple that was easy for us to make, but
I like the tile thing.
What
And then
what time? Oh, are you guys
the
talking about?
buttons. Yeah. I was just looking at the app that Brandon was showing.
Oh, okay. I can't see as you guys can see.
oh, can you see my screen?
I will have to switch my screen because I was typing onto the. Okay, what's that?
So this is just an app that we built at my work. It's super convenient for
As far as design, yeah.
So like, for example, if I click like on, like for example, opposite my incident, it goes. Hold on. My incident's here. It's just a box, and you can't really see the next page. Come on. White screens. There we go. But it shows my incidents, right? But then you can come down here, and at the bottom we could just basically have like this little main menu. This just shows everything in like a list view.
Oh, there you go. So kind of going off of what you're saying. So then, what we could do. I like that. So I was thinking, because that just made me think, where a simple. Okay, so I'm still sharing my screen. So.
And feel free to delete anything on there that you don't like, Evan. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll just delete that.
Yeah, I was saying that I like those buttons like tiles or I don't know how to describe.
So
real modern, user friendly. Yeah.
So going with the tiles then. We go.
Because Evan, I think your design's perfect. So for example, like you could do the flashcards, or you could just have them set up like each topic and then have them as the buttons, and like have different colors mean red's flashcards, blues are quizzes. And then your drop-down menu would just be this little button thing over here that you click here, and then you have a drop-down menu. But either way, that's just something I'll show you guys.
So no, I just like so the idea I just was thinking. So this would be the main menu, okay?
Quiz would?
Okay, no, not quiz. I'm trying to move this over. So kind of going off looking based on your app. Okay, so topic 1. So I'm just going to call it topic. Ah, what happened?
You just need a few topic things.
Yeah, make a few topics. So this is what the main menu is just going to look like.
And then just scroll down if you have a lot of topics.
Yeah, and they can scroll down if they have a lot of topics.
Okay.
And then when they click on a topic, it's going to be study, quiz, and then add or remove terms.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Pull all this out.
So that way it is super user friendly. They just have to touch the topic instead of having to go through the main menu, like a menu to say, okay, flashcards, and then they have to go through and select which one they want.
So they have all the options based on the topic they choose, right? To add, delete, modify, whatever.
Exactly. So when they click topic, it just goes and brings them up to the main the menu where they'll select what they want to do with that topic.
Quiz, flashcard. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So instead of having a bunch of different little drop-down menus you have to do to select, okay, I want to do this topic and this thing, they're saying, okay, here's a tile, here's a tile. You just click the tile, and then you click another tile of what you want to do with it.
Yep. Yeah, that actually makes it easy to visualize it, to have that menu with tiles, and then you go into the topic and you have more tiles, but this time you will have the flashcard, the quiz, the add, the remove, the edit, whatever option you want to do with a topic. Even I don't know if we are going to be doing a search, I don't know, type of button or so, but all the options will be inside of the topics, right?
Yeah, all the options are going to be inside the topic. So, so essentially, the topic, they click the topic and it takes them to the what to do menu kind of thing, and then it's pulling in. It already knows what topic to do, so and it already has all that information. So it's just grabbing only that information.
Just like I'm kind of just making it in the colored thing. So here's your start page of the I'll share my screen. Oops. So you have here the whatever, you click let's get started, tells you back, welcome back Brandon. Then after you pick your topic, you come into topic menu. And what were they add?
Yeah, make a square, make a square. Sorry, so add terms or add questions. And then so do a tile, add terms, and then flashcard, remove terms, edit.
And then quiz. Wasn't that on there too?
Yeah, and quiz.
Sorry,
so we're just starting with 4 because we can throw in, like we said, more later that you can do with the topic, but
add term,
right there.
Flashcard. What were the other ones?
Quiz and then remove term. Remove/edit terms.
And Brendan, I like the idea of the square pattern thing. So we could do right upper left corner, upper right corner, bottom left corner, bottom right corner. Do a quadrant type breakdown of those 4, so that it looks similar to the first menu, but I don't know.
Yeah, so he's saying two rows and two columns is what he's saying. Put those into.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that design looks cool.
Sorry.
Does that make sense? That's a total design thing. That has nothing to do with the core.
No, that makes sense.
Well, I can't really say very much on design because I'm not a designer. I'm a developer.
I like doing design.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Actually, when I was working on the portfolio, for me it was easy to use Flexbox to get that tile thing because I did something like that on that portfolio page.
And you see, I'm kind of sad because I've never been taught how to use Flexboxes. So
It's awesome.
Yeah, well, my 230 teacher wasn't the best one, and so he didn't teach us a whole lot. I took the WDD 100. I feel like I didn't learn anything new in the 230 until week 8 or 9.
Well, I gotta be honest. When I took that class, I did learn a lot of things, but most of the stuff that I been learning about Flexbox was actually when I tried to do that page.
Oh, okay. And I had heard about Flexboxes because both my mom and my sister are majoring in web design. So my entire family's all just computer people, so.
So I'm majoring on that web design, but I'm actually focusing more on development. So.
Well, that's what my minor is web. I'm doing a minor in web development. Major is totally unrelated, so I don't do anything really with design.
I feel like psychology would know more design stuff. You know what makes people think good stuff. That was so bad. I'm sorry. This is super
You're all good. No, that's what everyone lumps all of psychology together. It's like saying because you know computers, you can do everything from database management to web design.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I
Wait,
know.
what was that last comment?
Saying that all psychology is like pretty much, a lot of people lump psychology together as pretty much they lump every computer major together. It's like
Saying a networker can do like a head database administrator's job.
yeah.
You know, they have the same focus, even though they're totally different fields.
Yeah, there's a lot of different focuses in psychology. I'm studying more like abnormal psychology, where what you're talking about is industrial psychology.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so I think this is good that we're laying out like a design, like a framework, because this will help us determine. And because we were totally on different pages, I did not envision this when you were first talking about it at all.
Well,
But now, like, it makes sense.
well, this is not exactly how we imagined it, but because we have some wonderful. This is why you have teammates. Because
Yeah.
this is so much easier and so much visually better than what I had, and so that's why
I
you
think
work in groups.
I think that this is helping us narrow down what really is the core features. So let me make sure that I've got this correctly. We've got just the main menu, which the user can select their topics, and they can add a topic. Correct?
Yeah. So on the flashcards.
On the first main menu. That's on the second slide.
Okay. Yeah. So
That's where you pick. Okay, I want to use this topic, but you know, if you want to make a new topic, that would be where you'd make it. Just be like a little add box button.
Well, that's why and what I was thinking is like in the main menu, the first the most here let me just go right here. So look at the first one. So this is what it's like.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was envisioning there. So on the main menu, you can select which topic you want to go to, and add a topic, and that's what the main menu does.
Yes.
I'm just putting that in the proposal.
That's a service enhancement. Just kidding. Sorry, I'm speaking different terminology.
What was that, Brandon? Topics and add a topic.
Well, why are you putting the add topic right there? Because if they're in the flashcards, they've already selected what topic they want.
Wait, you're on slide number 2. Add topic, right?
Oh, I was talking to whoever was typing on slide 4.
Oh, coming soon?
Yeah.
I'm just putting that. So like with the flashcard app. So when you do a flashcard, how do we view flashcards? You do it and you flip it, right?
Yeah.
What was I thinking? Why was I doing that?
So
So I'm just gonna do like coming soon. We could do like timed flashcards, or I don't know. Okay, forget that.
well, see, with the timed flashcards or other features, you would just add a tile to the topic menu. So slide 3.
Yeah.
You would just add another tile to there for another feature. So the flashcard saying, okay, they are doing flashcards for this topic. So this literally is just the card. They flip it. They mark it if they nailed it, or if they didn't nail it, or if they get it or not. Or sorry, no, let's not do that because we'll add complex to there. Just for the core. So just for the core, they can flip it and then they can move to the next one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's like
I'm getting too complicated now by what I was trying to do. Because if someone had a flashcard, in my mind, I wouldn't want to have a flashcard timed, flashcard this on the topics menu. I'd want to go into flashcards, and then while I'm in the flashcards, I want to say, oh, I want to do time. So at the bottom, I should have an option to choose a timed flash. But don't worry about that. I was getting way too complicated.
Okay.
Yeah,
So once you get into the topic, you can bring them, randomly in whatever.
Yeah, but let's just, like you said, Adam, let's focus on the main things.
Yeah, let's just get the core down, and then let's see what he says, and then we can
Brandon,
add
you moved
features.
my box. I was like, why did it move? Got it. No, that's good.
Okay, I'll move it back.
I feel sorry for our teammates that aren't here that are gonna have to watch this.
I know those poor guys are gonna have to watch us. Just
I like your animation right there.
Yeah, you're using what is it, scale, right?
Right.
And what you could do is like when they hit next, it slides the card off and brings on the new card.
Right.
That'd be really cool if we could learn how to make it swipe and it slides, but I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how to portray the flashcard app. What we want is that the card will flip. It will start with the term, and then it will flip, give you the answer, and then is there a next button?
Yeah. So like here, let me.
Do you guys see what I'm doing?
Yes, I do.
Pretty cool.
I don't. Oh, there it is. Okay. Do we want a back button, or do we just want to start just with the next? Got it. Okay.
Sorry, I'm super slow at this. This is like the third quarter time I've used this, so we'll say 1 3/4. I kind of looked at doing this for my security presentation, but my partner for my security presentation has not talked to me at all. So like, I'm hoping he does this first, because I told him to do the first half. So let's hope he teaches the first half pretty well. So.
Okay.
If not, I'm teaching my half pretty good. So.
So that's what the flashcard app will do. That's like plain and simple. It's going to flip the card, give us the term and definition or the question and answer, and then you can go next card, and it will cycle through all the cards within the topic.
Yep.
We can do a transition there, move it to the side, and bring the other one with just
Exactly.
transitions.
Exactly. The transition and the.
Are
And
we
then
just
translate.
organizing by topic, or I thought that you said we wanted to maybe organize by date, people?
Well, so you could do. So one of the optional features I think we should do later is that like here they have a little. Just so that's what I'm saying. So like. But like that. And so then it's defaulted to all, but then they can click on that, or I don't know. That's what I kind of had in mind, but just for now.
I think we would change that to drop down like type so that we don't get confused with our other
Oh
topics.
yeah, sorry, sure, you're right. Type. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Okay. And that would be the person, thing, date.
Yeah.
They could choose that. But for simple, okay, I like that. So I'm gonna put that in a note on our thing in additional features.
So I have to step out because my wife needs the house open. I've actually been in the church this whole time because in my last group, my Wi-Fi went out at my house.
Oh,
So
dang.
I'm just sitting here in the church, in the primary something
All right.
room.
Well, I think we'll probably should. I don't know.
I
If
think
you guys
we
want-
ought to meet again this week, just so that we can finalize this. We need to get it done.
I agree because I think we could figure out all of the code and we could literally finish this application. My personal opinion is I think we could finish this in like 2 weeks because if everyone has their part and we figure out how we want to do the coding, like the specific classes or whatever, it'll be easy to integrate it all together.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I essentially can do the flashcards. I mean, I've already written code to do a flashcard essentially.
Yeah, you have.
So can you say that again?
I already wrote code to do a flashcard. Am I still sharing?
I think so.
Yes.
All right. So I already have code for a flashcard. You can see that.
Awesome.
Oh, that's gonna make it easier on the flashcards.
Hey, I'll take that topic. Just kidding.
Well, if you're gonna take that topic, I'll just say that this is part of my portfolio, so I'm not sharing it with you.
I'm just kidding.
I know. I'm just teasing.
So can you guys meet on Thursday? Or what?
I should be able to.
Just
I'm
let me
able
know
to.
and I can adjust. I think I'm able to. Just let me know the time.
Yeah, I'll have to do about 8:30 as well.
Okay.
Just because I work till, my work has become a lot more steady where I work till 8. Sometimes Tuesdays I work a little after 8, but it's kind of like leveled out now. So.
Okay, so if we plan on 8:30 for now.
Sounds great.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right. So just my question would be, so when are we planning to send the proposals?
So I'll write
get
up
in.
the proposal. I can probably finish that tomorrow,
Okay.
and I'll send it into Brother James, and
Right.
if everybody, I'll let everybody know when it's finished, so you can just give it a quick look over.
Okay.
I'll just
Okay.
post on the page.
All right.
All right, Brandon, get out of there. I see you're like hitting the off button.
Bishop, kill me.
All right.
There's like no one here in the hallways either.
That's creepy.
I'm kind of scared.
Get
Get out of here.
Okay.
Okay. I mean. All right. Well, I will see you guys.
All right.
But you guys just don't get out of the church.
So,
I'm just kidding. You don't have to. You can go.
All right.
All right. Well, let's plan for that meeting then. I'll see you guys there.
on
Yeah,
we'll see you guys
Thursday, 8:30, right?
Thursday, 8:30.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Here.
All right. We'll see you guys later.
Later, guys.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.